We lost so many people that day.
I know.
I never gave up on you. I knew you were still out there.
I knew I had to find a way back to you. In the Fade, where nothing was real, you were my rock.
Yeah. You're my rock too. And I can carry the pain of the Titans. But not alone. Not without you. Because I love you.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking I could be happy like this. Forever.
Forever's a really long time.
I know. You know, sometimes I'm afraid that if I close my eyes, you'll disappear again. Is it really you? Are you really here?
Of course I'm here, Lace.
Good. That's good. I've seen spirits leave the Fade and become real people.
You think I could be a spirit in disguise?
It isn't malicious. They're just drawn to strong emotion. And then, one day, they're people.
I think I'm really me, and I'm really here.
Thanks. I just needed to hear it. When I was little, the world was simple. Things were what they appeared to be. Now, I realize that's not true. It's never been true. I've opened a door, and I can't shut it again.
You said you saw a spirit becoming a person. When?
There was someone with the Inquisition, a young man. By the time he joined, he was a real, physical, solid person. But he didn't start out that way.
Would you shut the door? Even if you could?
Sometimes. I wish I was carefree Lace again. But not knowing doesn't change anything. Does it? The world was always the way it was, with spirits and titans and the Fade. It's all chaos, and the only anchor we have are the people we care about. I'll never regret learning that. Even if the journey hurt.
Me too. And I promise I'll always stand beside you against the chaos.
I know.
After we've dealt with Elganon, we must search for Bellara. I'll not leave that poor girl wherever that monster jailed her.
No news on what's happened to her?
No. I'd attempt scrying, but the Fade is in an uproar.
If we can find her, we will.
I keep expecting Davrin to challenge me to push-ups or something. Or Hassan to come and ask for a treat.
Yeah.
Those figures he carved? I'll get one of the lords to make more. And print his book. He'd want people to learn to kill monsters. And you were right. He'd also want us to finish the job. So just say the word. I'm ready to find out how to make Elgranon burn.
It's been days, but I still expect Belle to burst in here with a question or theory to share. Varric gone, Bellara taken, Treviso. We were never getting out of this unscathed, but every hit hurts.
It feels so different without Davrin. I can't believe he's just gone. We don't talk about it much, but everyone knows it. We wouldn't be here if Davrin hadn't stepped up.
He was a hero. We won't forget it.
Right. We can see it through, the rest of us. We'll fight. We'll win. But do you feel rested? You fell asleep pretty fast last night. Must have really needed it.
I did. And I felt safe with you then.
Rook, I will always be a safe place for you to rest your head.
Katerina sent me a vintage bottle of port to mark my ascension as First Talon. I plan to share it with Davrin, with Hassan at our feet.
I'll miss them too.
We will have to settle for stopping Elgranon and carving Davrin's name into his blighted heart. Now comes the fight for those we can still save.
Thank you all for coming. If we don't stop Elgranon today, our world is either dead or blighted. So we keep fighting until the job is done. It's gonna be hard. There's no guarantee any of us will make it.
We're with you, Rook.
Elgranon dies today.
Whatever it takes.
Strife, news?
Our scouts confirm Elgranon is inside the Archon's palace. There's a giant tendril of blight tethering it to the Divine's manor in Hightown.
Then that's our goal. Breach the city walls and get to that tendril. Emmerich, can we count on Moonwatch support?
The Watchers, living and otherwise, will stand with us.
Every remaining warden will be there. We follow Warden Rook today.
The Antivan crews are ready to pay their respects.
And the Lords of Fortune will be there. For gold and glory.
The Veil Jumpers have been in this since the beginning, and will be there for the end.
Solus is our first target. Without his dagger, we can't kill Elganon.
Our scouts last spotted him working with the Shadow Dragons in the western section of Hightown.
Okay, we go in through Hightown.
How? Minrathus was built to fight off an army, even before Elganon reinforced the defenses. Every gate will be guarded.
Worse than that. Our scouts reported that the Venatori sealed all the gates with those damn warding crystals.
Can the Veil Jumpers disable them?
Venatori magic won't be a problem.
It's still likely to take time. You may need assistance or someone to protect you while you unravel the wards.
Harding, I want you backing up the Veil Jumpers.
You can count on me.
The Venatori at that gate will be commanded by a war mage. That's how they usually operate.
If we get rid of the commander, the rest of the Venatori will scatter. Can the crows cut the head off the snake?
Contract accepted.
There's gonna be a lot of guards between you and her. The Lords can clear you a path.
And one of us should be there as well.
Lucanus, how'd you like to kill a Venatori mage?
It would be my pleasure.
One last thing might give the crows some trouble. There's a massive construct tall enough to crush buildings. It's guarding the main gate.
A juggernaut. Giant siege constructs built to withstand the Anton, or anyone else who came calling.
We're gonna need our heaviest forces against that juggernaut. Evka?
The Grey Wardens have fought ogres and archdemons. We can handle this.
The Morn Watch will lend aid, but against something as large as this juggernaut, we'll require further assistance. Rook?
Emmerich, you're with the Wardens.
I shall help my fellow Watchers.
Nev. Tosh, you're with me. We make a run at the gate, get inside, and find Solus. The rest of you get to the Blight Tendril. Once we've got the dagger, we'll meet you there. Take the fight to Elganon. I believe in this team, in all of us. So let's get it done. We go on my signal. For a world free of the Blight!
Focus on the wards!
We need to go!
It was close at the gate, but we're getting through.
They did their job. Now, let's do ours.
Dark spawn ahead. Take them down!
All right, let's find Solus.
The last report said he was helping the Shadow Dragons.
Then let's track down the Shadow Dragons.
Our Lady of Victory. The poor girl's not looking victorious right now.
Get ready, more dark spawn!
Fill this plaza. They sold expensive pastry and overpriced jewelry. Now, look at it. The Venatori finally got their victory.
Well fought, Lucanis.
And there he is, the demon of Virantium.
At your service. They and I will return to the Crows and help with the fight through the city. You go after Solus.
We spotted him. He's not far ahead. That way, quickly.
All right. Taya said Solus should be up ahead. Let's find him.
It just keeps getting worse.
I heard Solus was helping the Shadow Dragons. It'd be even worse without him.
Venatori ahead. Looks like a magnet leading them.
Asher! Get out of my city! Asher!
Did we win?
You're lucky your head's so damn hard.
Tarquin, Viper, you're alive.
Thanks to Solus. He's been the only thing between us and Elganon.
Stay with them. I'm going to talk to Solus.
You are as surprising as ever. Even I could not have escaped that prison. For you to manage it.
Varric believed in me when nobody else did.
He was a good man.
He was always there for me. Except that he wasn't. Because you killed him.
What happened at the ritual site?
I know what happened. I remember the truth now. You did something to my mind to make me keep seeing him.
Yes. I was wrong to do so.
You knew Varric was dead the whole time, but you kept pushing me not to see it. Why? How?
I was desperate. Unless I escaped, the world would fall to tyranny and blight. The only tool I had was my tenuous connection to you.
Blood magic.
As I said, I was wrong.
You know what the worst part is? Part of me was excited about proving myself to the Dreadwolf.
Rook.
That's how you do it, right? You get people so eager for those little scraps of approval that they never see the knife coming.
I'm sorry. I betrayed you because I believed that only I could save this world. But I have failed, Rook. I have not stopped Elganon. I have not even defeated his archdemon. The victories that have been won since Elganon and Gillenane escaped are yours, not mine. If we are to save this world, we must work together.
You've got to be kidding me. You just finished apologizing for the last time you betrayed me.
I know. I cannot change the past.
How stupid do you think I am? The best possible version of this is that we kill Elganon, and then you finish your ritual and drown the world in demons.
If joining me and stopping Elganon requires the Veil to stay in place, then I will pay that price unflinching. I swear by my own foolish pride, by love for friends I failed and hurt, by everything I ever held as sacred. I will leave the Veil untroubled. It will never come down by my hand. Now, if you will come with me, I can show you what has prevented me from reaching Elganon. And you can tell me your plan.
were trying to get to the Divine's Manor in the center of the city.
And the Blight tendril connecting to the Archon's palace. Yes, I thought the same. But some intelligence guides the tendrils. It has prevented me from getting closer.
Enemies ahead, a lot of them.
Let us see if they've heard the legends of the Dreadwolf. Darkspawn! Have come to be. Abominations. Their twisted magic wants to fade. Attack again. Populates his armies with the cruel and the brutal. No brilliant tacticians, only those he can dominate and those who wish to become like him. But you, Rook, your team is made from the clever, the wise and the loyal. You honored their strengths to make them yours. And that is why you are going to defeat him.
Finale moves yours.
Whatever intelligence Elganon has sent to direct the flight, we are not far from it. Beyond the blight there, perhaps. Do you feel it? The blight reacts to my presence. There. That must be the source of whatever intelligence guides it. If you can destroy the mind guiding the blight, we may be able to reach the palace. I can accompany you no further. My presence will only draw the blight to you.
Laura, what did they do to her?
We are out of time. I will defeat the Archdemon. Once Elganon is mortal, the final blow must be yours. I can think of no one better to wield this.
I thought I'd have to fight you for that dagger.
Then this has been a day of surprises for us both. Good luck. When next we meet, let us be standing over Elganon's body!
All right, Solus takes down the Archdemon. If that makes Elganon mortal, then we kill him with the Lyrium dagger. First,
Come on, we have to get to Bellara.
Laura, can you hear me? We're gonna get you out of there.
Bellara is gone. There is only the will of Elgranon. Giver of life and death.
More Venatori. They've got mages.
You are not my god! Get out of my head!
Rook?
He was all I could hear. It was my mind, but he made me want to help him.
It's okay. You're free now. You're safe.
None of us are safe.
Once Elganon is dead...
Wait! You can't kill Elgranon yet. If you do, look out! Come on!
Morgan!
Quickly now! Destiny is a heavy burden to bear. And growing heavier by the moment.
You made it.
The battle was fierce, but we never faltered.
Apologies for missing the War Council. We got inside the city with the Veil Jumpers.
It gave us a chance to finally strike back at the Venatori.
Whatever you did unblocked entrances to the Divine's Manor. It also destroyed some of the Blight.
It'll come back. I can still feel it. I don't think I'm the only mage he used like this.
Belara, my dear girl, how good to have you back.
Rook freed me, but I learned things when I was in that Blight eruption. We need to talk.
We will. But first, we need to get you to a healer.
We'll take care of her.
Thanks. I'll join you in a bit. Just want to check on everyone else coming in. Well, we still have time.
Those who fell in our fight lie in the next room. They will be taken to grave or pyre once our battle has ended, as their beliefs dictate. For now, they wait, and we attend them. If you wish to pay your respects, please enter.
We have every confidence in your plan.
You're thin.
Rook, the Venatori brought death to Minrathous. We've made many of them pay, but they still owe us a balance.
You take care of Elgar'nan. We'll keep after his remaining followers on the ground. Minrathous, all of Thedas, will remember the crows on this day. Let's see this done.
Got something. Hate to admit it, but Solus really came through for us. Now it's just Elganon we have to deal with. Good luck.
We'll keep watch on the city down here.
It's been years since I fought in a battle like this.
The crows defeated the Venatori at the gates, thanks to you and the lords.
The pleasure was all mine. I got to dust off the daggers for good people. Rest up while you can. You'll need it.
I told...
We've all had enough of Elgar'nan's tyranny.
Be sure to silence him.
The Archdemon, Rook. It's been a hard fight to get here.
And against stranger foes than we imagined.
But we're here. The Wardens. At the end of it all.
There's no one I'd rather be with.
Stay safe, Rook. And make sure Nev doesn't get herself killed.
You must be worried.
You've got this.
Get out there and do what you do best.
You've got this.
'Tis almost time for this story to end. Are you ready to write the final chapter?
She'll find a way.
Of that, I have no doubt.
He was in my head the whole time. It was like I wanted to help him.
That's messed up.
He's filled with the blight, and I think I am too. Rook.
The gods have taken too many people from us already. Maybe the Wardens can help you, Bellara. But even if they can't, I promise you that Elganon will die.
No, you can't. That's what I needed to tell you. When Elgar'nan was in my mind, I was kind of in his too. I could feel him. His mind, his magic, his life force. It's tied to the Veil. His life is the only thing holding the Veil in place.
I felt the Veil weaken when Gillenane fell. I expect that when Solus imprisoned the other gods, he bound them all thus. And now that Elganon is the only one left...
If we kill him, the Veil collapses.
Which is why Solus gave me the dagger. That smug, backstabbing little shit. Even with the fate of the world at stake, Solus takes time to double-cross the people trying to save it. We still have to kill Elganon. So what can we do? Can we tie the Veil to something else to keep it in place?
For an enchantment like that, we'll need a specific substitute. The Veil was made to be tied to the ancient elven gods.
Then let's tie it to Solus. He's the only elven god left.
Binding him will require drawing his blood with the lyrium dagger.
And I doubt he's going to like the idea.
I can be very persuasive. but it will be risky. What about this?
The dagger we made while you were in the Fade.
Once Elganon is dead, odds are good that Solus will need to do something else to complete his ritual. This dagger looks identical, but it can't go through enchantments like the real thing. So if he tries to use it...
The backlash of such magic would render him helpless.
Unless he notices. You really want to try a bait and switch on the Dreadwolf?
It all comes down to what happens once you take down Elganon. Whatever you decide, Rook, you have our support.
Because of everyone here, and everyone we lost to get here, we've got options for dealing with Solus. For now, let's focus on Elganon. He's in the palace above us. We'll climb the Blight Tendril to get there. Once Solus takes down the Archdemon and renders Elganon mortal, we hit him with everything we've got.
Damn right we do.
Time's running short. Stock up on supplies, pay your respects, and say goodbye to the people you love. Be ready to go when I signal.
Oh, it is purest relief to see us all gathered safe and sound. We reunited with Balara. What that poor girl has been through, and she's still returned to the fray. Elganon must fear what we might accomplish once we storm his tower.
We've already killed an archdemon and a god. We can do it again.
While Elganon's magic is fearsome, Solus is our true adversary. He has no idea you've a replica of his dagger. I've matched its aura as closely to the original as possible.
That might fool Solus for a bit in all the chaos.
The spirits whisper. One way or another, I believe the Dreadwolf's tale draws to its conclusion. You have been a dear companion, Rook. You accompanied me through death, and were the first to witness my return. I shall never forget that, through the ages that follow.
What luck that the distinguished Professor Volcarin joined our cause after we found him in the necropolis.
Feels as if that were years ago. Time passes swiftly in good company. Onwards, Rook. The gods await.
We didn't lose anybody. We hit the city that the Antam couldn't conquer and got out clean. We've even got Balara back. We're gaining people.
I'm ready to fight as long as our luck holds out.
Just Elgarnon left now. Well, and Solus.
You're a big reason we got this far, Tosh.
Just point me at the dragons. Hey, listen. You helped me figure out who I was. I'm Ravani. I'm a dragon hunter. My mother didn't like that. But maybe she'd be proud of me anyway.
Chakra Toebra, Tosh. I know she would.
I'm a better person because of you. So, thanks. Now let's go kick some ass.
Of course Solus lied to us. Again. I expect it, and yet I'm surprised every time. But we're chipping away at Elgarnon's forces. I thought that was impossible. He commands armies, and he's a god. Or really close to one, anyway. We even got Balara back. It's because of you. You're our leader. Our heart. My heart. As long as you stand beside me, I know things can't go too far wrong.
The trust you have in me, your support, your unwavering faith, they keep me going. I hope you know that. I'm going to win this. For you. For us.
In case I don't get another chance to say it, you've made me happier than I thought possible. You believed in me when I couldn't, and you helped me see the strength I always had. The journey's been hard. Still, I don't regret any of it, because I get to have you in my life, and you make it Beautiful. Just one final push to the palace. We're so close, Rook.
You and me, Lace. Whatever comes, we'll face it together.
There's no one I'd rather stand beside at the end of the world. But if we live, Ferelden, cottage, quiet, at least for a while.
It's a date.
I'm ready. Let's finish this.
Lucanus, everything all right?
We have made it here and fared well in the fight. Now we only have to wait. But Spike grows impatient. As do I. This may be the calm before a final storm, but I don't feel it.
I know it's hard, but this is our last chance to rest before we finish this.
You're right. The first Talon should have more patience.
It won't be much longer.
Elgernon's life is measured in hours. As for Solus, if any deserve to set his fate, it's you. But if it were me, I would not banter. I would not give room for lies and false promises. Find your opening and strike. If only one of you leaves this alive, make sure it's you. Whatever happens, my contract was for the blighted gods. Today it is fulfilled.
When I went to the Crows, I asked for their best, and we got him.
The demon of Virantium. I had a reputation to maintain. Rook, I left the ossuary only to lose so much again. My city, my family. But what I've managed to reclaim, I have you to thank for. Zara thought she could take my life and control it. When this is done, Spite will have his life, and I will have mine. And it will be only mine again.
Rook, stand firm and watch Lace Harding's back.
Nev, how are you holding up?
I've seen reports from the city. The lost... But more are still standing than I might have bet on. Every person who gets through this is a win.
We're doing as well as can be expected. Just have to keep it up.
We can't get overconfident.
There's more on your mind.
This started with Solus. It will end there, too. He played mind games with you, targeted emotions, then went right for the heart. People with power, sometimes it's best not to play their games. Other times you need to play them smarter. However this plays out, Minrathous must see Elganon fall. I want Docktown to know we never gave up on them.
So much has happened, but we wouldn't be standing here without you.
Sure you would. Though the group would lack a certain charm. Look, I'm not saying this in case we die, but you're someone I could count on through all of this. Whatever happens, I trust you. And I don't say that to anyone.
I know. Thanks, Nev.
Oh, and Rook? Don't forget, when the job's done, the fish is on you.
A deal's a deal. How are you feeling, Ballora?
Everyone filled me in, told me about everything that happened since I've been gone. It's a lot. I knew Elgranon was doing something. I could feel it through the blight. I just didn't know how big it was. How awful it was. But most everyone's still alive. Still fighting. That's more than I could have hoped for. More than I expected. So, okay, I think.
This could have gone a lot worse. I'm glad it didn't.
You're finding the way through. The twisty path.
And the blight? How's it feeling?
Like it's tying itself around me. It's in my blood, in my head. I feel it whispering to me. But it doesn't get to decide how my story goes. Even if it's only got a few chapters left. Let's make the most of each one of them and give it the happiest ending we can manage.
Best way to a happy ending is to fight for it. And that's why we're here. For the fight.
It may be our last one. So let's make it worth our while. Rook, thank you.
For what?
For helping me put the ghosts of the past to rest. Now let's go kill a god.
Need and knowledge.
Bad news, everyone. Elganon's forces are gathering outside.
They mean to prevent you from reaching their master.
Our people will set up barricades, and we'll hold the enemy as long as we can. You need to start climbing.
One of us should help.
I'm going up there. I owe Elganon for what he did.
You go to face a god, Rook, but any aid you might spare would be welcomed.
Tosh, you up for it?
Yup. We'll be cheering for you, Rook. All my best.
Got the setup, you do the rest. My job's done. Your turn.
Your turn.
Signed up for quite the job, didn't we?
I'm glad you were there. That you're still here.
Back at you, Lace.
Now we finish this. For Varric.
For Varric.
The throne room. Knowing Algernon, we'll find him there.
Rook!
You made it.
Algernon's using the Magisters to control the Blight, just like he used me. They're directing all of it at Solus. He won't make it without our help.
How do you know?
I can still feel it. Hear it.
The Blight.
I'll help Solus. Just get to the throne room.
Whenever you are.
You got us here, love. We're with you to the end.
Solus!
arrogance, thinking you can hide from your creator. And I am this world's creator. Every pointed spire and warding enchantment in this city is a child's unwitting imitation of the empire I built. I would have restored the glory. Your lives are too brief to remember.
I saw Demeter's Crossing and Weishaupt and everywhere else you've left your mark. I didn't see any glory. All I saw was a tyrant destroying everything he touches.
You mistake discipline for cruelty, a failing among those who lack a master's gentle guidance. We only destroyed because you resisted. In the new empire, every child would have blossomed under my protection. And Gillenane, my brilliant sister, would have forged the Blight into a tool of beauty. But she is dead. And all we have is this. Because of you.
I got the setup, you do the rest.
Your turn.
While my dragon thrall lives, I am invulnerable. Yet still you fight. Pathetic! Dreadwolf cannot save you. He cannot even save himself. Now you understand that none may stand against me. Those who try stand alone. I am the Lord of the day and the night. Yield to me and I will You fled in terror at Arlathan.
And then we killed Gillenane.
You have nothing. No army, no dragon, no thralls.
I've got a team, and that's all I need.
I have bound the souls of dragons. I have slain titans and broken the will of gods.
You haven't broken me.
You will kneel.
No.
Oh, come now. You did as well as anyone could have, but you cannot deny the truth.
I can do this. I have to. Release them.
I gave you this power, child.
You are not my god.
Impossible! No! You will not!
You are mortal, Elganon. Enjoy it while it lasts.
If you will not bow, you will burn. Your recalcitrance has doomed every pathetic creature in existence. I will see the last glimmer of defiance from this wretched world. And from the ashes shall rise a blighted empire bound to me alone. There is no light save my glory, no refuge save my shadow, no desire save my perfected intention. I am creator and destroyer. I am will made manifest. I am Algernon.
It is done. The world owes you a debt, both for defeating Elganon and for bringing down the Veil. I am sorry for this final betrayal, but I will do what I can to minimize the damage. When you see the old world restored, please, Rook. I do not wish to fight against you.
The Veil's not coming down on my watch.
It is over. You could never stand against me alone. If you will excuse me, the final enchantments require a delicate touch.
A delicate touch? You kill Varric, stab me in the back. You're about to drown the world in demons. How are you any different from Elganon, trying to impose your will on all of us?
Elganon would have seized his victory by force. You were not crushed by the power of the Dreadwolf. You were bested fairly, by wits alone.
Dagger was a fake. Here's the real one. And now the Veil is once again tied to the life force of an elven god.
Bested fairly by wits alone. I taught you well.
I didn't want it to come to this. If you'd been willing to listen...
You think yourself capable of judging me? I have faced things you could not possibly comprehend. You are a mortal! A mortal! And I am... I am a fool who finally met his match.
With Elgar'nan and Gillenane dead, and the Dreadwolf finally outsmarted by a mere mortal, it looked like one of the biggest stories this world had ever seen was finally drawing to a close.
The story of the Veilguard, a team of heroes who stood strong against evil, no matter the cost.
Whatever it takes.
But whenever one story ends, another begins.
Like the story of the Grey Wardens, clearing the remains of the Blight so that the flowers can grow again.
Or the story of Archon Maid Varys Talani, inspiring her people and bringing change to Tevinter.
Or the story of a caretaker standing vigil against the Blight.
For the Antivan Crows, it would be a story of bringing a traitor to justice and reclaiming Treviso from the Blight.
Among the Veil Jumpers, the fall of the last elven gods meant Arlathan was reborn.
At their heart, stories are about change.
A man exploring worlds beyond mortal existence.
A woman making Docktown a little better for the people who live there.
An assassin driving out the darkness in his city and himself.
A student of history helping the elves put past evils behind them forever.
A dragon hunter forging a new life for themselves.
Or the Griffins, finding a new home in Arlathan, protecting a world that once thought them lost for good.
Or the Dwarven people, rediscovering their lost magic and their connection to the stone. There are stories of love.
But those stories aren't over. And we will always be grateful to those whose stories brought us where we are today. And those whose stories will live on with us forever.
You